Do you know Anakin Skywalker's age throughout the events of the Star Wars saga? In the first installment, The Phantom Menace, when he leaves Tatooine to join Qui-Gon Jinn in the Jedi Order, Anakin Skywalker is 9 years old. 10 years later, in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, he is 19 years old when he secretly marries Padme Amidala. Since the Clone Wars last 3 years, Anakin is 22 years old in the third film, Revenge of the Sith. This is the same year he falls to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader. For nearly 10 years, he hunts down surviving Jedi. In the series Obi-Wan Kenobi, he faces his former master once again and is 32 years old. 9 years later, in Episode 4, A New Hope, Vader fights Obi-Wan for the third and final time at 41 years old. 3 years later, in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, he is 44 years old when he reveals to Luke Skywalker that he is his father. 1 year later, at 45 years old, he sacrifices himself to save his son and the galaxy by killing Darth Sidious in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. I could have stopped here since Anakin dies in Episode 6, but if he were still alive, he would have been 52 years old during the events of the Ahsoka series. More than 20 years later, in Episode 7, The Force Awakens, where his grandson Kylo Ren has become the new antagonist, Anakin would have been 75 years old. Since Episode 8, The Last Jedi, takes place immediately afterward, he would still be 75 years old in that movie. Finally, in the last installment of the saga, The Rise of Skywalker, which takes place 1 year later, Anakin would have been 76 years old at the moment his grandson, Ben Solo, returns to the light side of the Force. Which other character would you like us to analyze?